Hello. Welcome to Sunny's Yoga. Let's do some wheel work today, shall we? Start in a seated position. Roll out your wrist, arms above your head, hands face each other. Breathe in and out your nose. Sits bones are flat as we twist towards the right. Left hand above the knee. Breathe in and breathe out. Arms come back above head as you twist towards the other direction. Right hand is above your left knee. In and out. Now, twisting towards the front, let's go ahead and grab that wheel. I know you're excited. I'm excited. Breathe in and breathe out. This is going to be for your full body. Now we're going to stay at crisscross, and we're going to make sure that we hold onto the wheel the entire vinyasa. So listen, before we get started, full on with the wheel. First of all, I'm going to get myself into a comfortable seated position, and the wheel is not easy. It is a challenge. It challenges your body differently. Be open to the challenge and give yourself a break along the way. Now I'm going to remove the fleshy parts from my sits bones, and we're going to go off and tilt from the midline over to the right, left hand in the air, right arm on the wheel, going further and further out, looking underneath my arm. Breathe in and out your nose, Panorama breath. We're going to hold some of these asanas just a little bit longer because I really want you to get the full experience of the wheel. Wheel goes on the other side, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to reverse my feet, get myself situated. Wheel is at my hip and up with my hand, right hand, and start to bend over towards the left. Your arm is aligned with your ear. That's what you're aiming for. Don't strain to look underneath your arm. Just breathe. Sits bones are flat, flush to the mat. Arm goes further and further up and away. Panorama breath carries you through. Come up into seated. Yes. Whew. Time to move on to the next asana. If you have issues with your back, do not do this. Do not without your doctor's care, okay? The rest of us, if you have no issues with your back, you're gonna hold on to the wheel and gently, I'm getting myself situated. I would need to make sure the wheel is in between my shoulder blades. I'm gonna rest, falling atop the wheel. My lower half is flat, my feet are flush to the mat. Arms are just draping open. This is a great heart opener, a great chest opener, a great chakra, throat chakra opener. Gently come up, and I'm going to adjust the wheel just a little bit further out away from my sits bones. Make sure I'm comfortable and ready, and lean back again, going a little bit further into the asana. This time my neck is fully draped over the wheel. Arms still facing the sky. Shoulders are rolled open. Breathe. Not for real, breathe. In and out your nose. Slowly come up. We're going to wheel it out just a little bit more because I'm trying to make sure I hit every single part of my back. Leaning my head back at this point, going towards my upper back. That's where the wheel is at. Feet stay flush. Arms are open, just towards the sky. Heart is open. Throat, chakra, everything. And just breathe in and out your nose. Now it's wise to put your hands beside you and roll yourself up. Now to counter, I'm going to wrap my arms around my knees. Head goes towards knees and breathe slowly. Grab the wheel. We'll go ahead and have the wheel going towards the front. And I'm going to start to move into an extended child's pose. Rolling out the wheel in front and allowing my head to kiss the mat. Knees are wide, going towards each side of the mat, and just breathe. Allow your tailbone to be tucked slightly so that you can extend out through your entire back. Slowly coming up, bringing my knees together, rolling the wheel towards me, Breathe in and breathe out. Come up. We're going to do a deep forward fold. Feet are at each side of the mat, going out 45-degree angle. Breathe. Let your head drop. Hold on to the wheel. Bring it in just a little bit more. Now, if you notice, my sits bones, everything is straight. I'm literally extending out of my hips to roll down. Halfway lift using the wheel. Breathe in, breathe out. Extend through your head. Back is flat. We're going to start to roll out into a downward facing dog using the wheel. It's a little bit of a challenge. Bring your feet in some, facing the front, and allow your head to drop in between your arms. Your hands are flat against the wheel and breathe. It's a great extension through your hips, focusing on your upper body. Roll the wheel in towards you, come to halfway lift. Back is flat, core is engaged, and breathe. I'm gonna come up on my toes and do a forward fold. Ooh, the back of your legs will be alive and well with you. No, this is great extension. Come down into a form of malasana, which is a yogi squat, only I'm using the wheel. Knees are out in a V shape. Upright, drop your back. Breathe and slowly come up into halfway lift. Lift the toes back up. I'm going all the way up on my toes to the ball mounts of my feet, digging my yogi toes into the mat. Head is going towards the ground, letting gravity do its work. But notice that my lower half of my body is going towards the front and not towards the back of the mat. Breathe. Roll yourself down. Come back down into yogi squat using the wheel. You're able to sit up a little bit, tuck your tailbone, release your lower back. Bring the wheel in towards you. Slowly come back up, halfway lift, and come down. Head goes towards the wheel. Drop your hands down towards the bottom part of the wheel and hold on. See if you can let your back extend vertebrae by vertebrae, one at a time as you use your Pada Brahma breath. Slowly come up to halfway lift. Come down. Tabletop. Wheel goes out in front of you. Now listen, bring your foot to the front of you. This is my right foot. Wheel goes underneath your thigh. Now this takes a little bit of practice to know what works for your body. I'm going to bring my back foot up, come on my toes, and rock back and forth. This is an intense hip opener. Very intense, but your weight is on your wheel and it allows you to have some further reach into extending out through your hips. I'm going to roll back into Hamanasana prep. Wheel goes further out. Flex your foot. Hold on to the wheel. Back foot is at a 90-degree angle, helping to anchor you down. Head goes towards your knee. Breathe. Slowly rolling back to the front. Lifting up my knee in the back and breathe. Rock and roll just a little bit. Come back down. Now this time I'm going to move my foot out to the side, back around, because we're going to switch sides. Left foot is coming towards the front. So here we go. Lift up. See how I'm aligning the wheel to be right under my thigh. Not on my hips, not on my joints, but right under my thigh. Back knee comes off the mat. Look towards the front. My hands are framing my foot. But the focus is to allow my hips to drop, giving them a great intensive release. And it's a release because a lot of us have stress there. It's a release because we sit all day. Drive, car, everything. We sit. Roll the wheel back out towards your toes, Hamanasana prep. Back foot's at 90 degree. Flex your front foot. Let your head drop. Hold on to the wheel. Breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe, try to get a little deeper into your asana. See if you can challenge yourself today, bringing the wheel back towards the front. Again, my thigh is on the wheel. My thigh. Enjoying that last minute, that last nanoseconds of this asana. Slowly bringing my foot back around. Wheel stays in the front. Coming down into puppy pose. Holding on to the wheel. Knees are at 90 degree as I lower my top part of my body down to the mat. My head is kissing my forehead is kissing the mat. Holding on to the wheel lightly with my hands. The focus is the opening across my shoulders, triceps, biceps, breathing in and breathing out. Slowly rolling up. I'm going to move in some, bring the wheel towards me. Breathe and come up. I'm going to move towards the middle of the mat, adjust. Oh, we're getting ready to come up. Okay, here we go. Coming up, back leg comes up. Right arm is up. Right leg is up. Holding on to the wheel. Breathe, flex your toes. Great front body opener. Nope. You see me fall out of the asana. That's okay. Let me show you how to get back in it. Refocus. Gently go back in. And refocus past your drishti. Arm comes down. Breathe. Falling out of asanas is not uncommon. It's not. It's how you get back in them that matters. I'm going to take a moment here to just reset. Coming back up, we're going to adjust the wheel because we're got to do the other side, y'all. So your left arm and left leg are getting ready to come up slowly. Oh, I'm still having some focus issues here, and that's okay because it's a yoga practice and not a yoga perfect. Breathe in and out. Worst thing you could do is hold your breath or quit. Don't quit. Go ahead and let your leg and arm come down. Deep forward fold. Breathe as we halfway lift. Coming down into tabletop. I'm going to adjust myself a little bit here. Now we're going to do a headstand. Arms come out, 45-degree angle. Hands are holding on to the mat. I'm adjusting my head. I want to make sure my head, the top of my head, is what is on the ground, the top of my head. Now, eventually, I would like to get to a part where I could just go fully up without kicking up, but my practice hasn't grown in that direction. So it's something that I continue to work on. Nice headstand. Try to get yourself straight. Breathe in and breathe out. The yoga wheel is a tool for these types of inversions. Slowly come down. Ooh. There's this amazing rush you get from doing that type of asana. I swear, and it's worth it. Breathe in, breathe out, and have the wheel go towards me. And this time I'm going to put the wheel right underneath. Now, listen, this is above my knee, above my knee. Oh, let's get it together here. Adjusting the wheel. It's above my knee, and now extending my right leg up as the left leg stays on the wheel, lowering myself halfway down. Legs are scissored. Takes a lot of core work, a lot of arm strength, and it's completely worth it. Stand into plank. We're going to try this one more time. Not try, we're going to succeed. Come down, arms, legs scissor, and hover. Your top part is hovering. Breathe, come back down. Ooh. Give yourself a pause. Reset, because all of these are a challenge. Roll the wheel back out. Because we're going back into a headstand. Head is flat, elbows at 45-degree onto the mat. Make sure your head really is at the top. And you're going to kick yourself up. Now, listen, everyone cannot do these inversions. They take time and they take practice. So give yourself grace as you continue to learn them if that's part of your journey. I gotta get myself together. Feet come together, pointing. Now, what you'll see me do is slowly start to straighten my body out. Breathing in and out of my nose. My Padarama breath is everything in this asana. Knees come down, gently come down your feet, and bring the yoga wheel back to you. Ooh, ooh, you did it, you did it, you did it. Breathe in and out. Time to do the same kind of plank pose, chaturanga pose on the other side. So the wheel, as you can see, is above my knee, scissoring my left leg up, coming down some onto my arms. Breathe in and breathe out. Don't hold your breath. These are extremely challenging. Your drishti is what will carry you through along with your breath. Slowly coming out for a pause, for a break. Slowly coming back into the asana. Scissoring up my left leg, coming down, letting my elbows flare out towards the sides at 45-degree angle, and breathe. Slowly coming back down over the wheel, coming up and going into kneeling. Wheel comes in between your legs, and you're just going to put your hands on top and breathe. Look past your drishti. Slowly roll the wheel out to adjust. Because now we're going to move into a different type of asana. So this time the wheel is underneath my knee, underneath. Holding on, adjusting, because your foot needs to be involved to help with balance. So what I'm doing is showing how you can adjust. You want to make sure you're very stable and steady. Left leg goes flying into the air. Breathe. Breathe. Arms are steady. We're not going down as low. Foot comes down. Both feet come down into your knees. Breathe in and breathe out with your hands on top of the wheel. Great job. Great job, really. We're going to go again. Breathing. It's important to adjust the wheel. You move the wheel the entire time you're in a practice such as this. It's your tool. You want to make sure your tool is readily available and it's part of your practice. So here goes my left leg on the wheel, right leg up in the air, and breathe. Flex your toes at the bottom, but point your toes at the top. Look past your drishti. That's the key to these asanas. Coming out, coming back down into kneeling, moving towards the center of the mat, taking a breath, hands on top of the wheel. You did it, you did it. And if you didn't and you tried it, you still did it because it's a yoga practice. Wheels coming between the legs. I'm going to bring my feet together into a forward fold. Flesh you apart from underneath you. Breathe in and slowly allow your body to just flow back curves over the wheel. Hands are underneath and around your feet like a book. Yeah, like a book, like you're opening a book, and you are free to massage. Take your thumb and massage the inside of your feet, the bottom of your feet. It is relaxing. It really, really is. Your feet, your toes, your ankles, they all need attention. They carry you through. Come up, breathe, back is straight. Bring the yoga wheel in some. This time I'm going to allow my arms to go underneath my legs for a deeper hip opener. Forehead kisses the mat. I'm sorry, forehead and chin kiss the yoga wheel, and breathe in and out. You kind of give way to gravity, the gravity of the mat underneath you and the gravity of the wheel. You don't need to hold on. You don't need to be tense. Just breathe in and out of your nose, looking past your drishti. Slowly bring your arms up from underneath you. Wheel comes around to the side. Ooh, adjusting because, man, those headstands were amazing. Going into locust with my feet. Please join me if you can. And again, we're going to go up and over our head in a seated position. Yes. Breathe in, breathe out. You're extending out your whole entire side body. Your ribs should start to feel open. Your arms are feeling open. And you're breathing in and out. Arms come down. Other side at the hip. We're going to undo our locust and reverse the locust. So other foot on top. Breathe. Sits bones flat. Up and over your head. Yes. Looking underneath your arm. As long as your arm is aligned with your ear, when you tip to the side, you should see underneath your armpit relatively easy. And really what you're looking at is towards the sky. Breathe in and breathe out. We are preparing to close our practice. Come up, undo your legs, do a windshield wiper back and forth to loosen up from the wide hip opening, full body yoga practice that we just did. And hands come above you, crisscross. Anjali Mudra. Thank you for joining Sunny's Yoga. I really hope you enjoyed this practice. Until next time, namaste.